Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're listening to this, hello. Welcome to episode 4 of my podcast, Road to FCAS. Well, if you're new here, this is my first ever podcast of me just yapping about my studying and my life, kind of. And if you're a returning listener, welcome. I'm glad you came back to listen to me talk about nonsense. Alrighty, well, I just like the usual. I'm gonna start by kind of chatting about how this week has been, and I'll talk about my exams, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a life update as well. Well, there's nothing big, just the usual. And I also want to talk about things that I look forward to. I want to add this part to the weekly podcast. And at the end, there will be the usual and the podcast song. So, well, this week, man, I feel like it goes fast, but it also goes slow. Every single day, I would feel like it's a Friday, but I just kind of get through it, and I get through it. Sorry, my cat is messing with me. It's like, I feel like this week, every morning I get to work and I start to study, I feel so not motivated. I have to sit there and zone out for like 15 minutes and then be like, all right, guys, let's get it together. Let's study. Like, it was every single day this week were like kind of hard to start, in my opinion. But I kind of managed to do it. So when I start the day, I'm gonna feel like, oh my god, the day is going so slow. But when I end the day, it's like, oh, it's there. So, I don't know, it feels weird. And I believe the last time I recorded a podcast was last Wednesday, so that would be before my first therapy session. So I'll probably talk about that as well. But yeah, I would say that I'm glad it's Thursday. I'm glad it's Thursday, and I really look forward to the weekend. But yeah, this is kind of a very unorganized, chaotic, random, yappy intro. I just don't even care at this point. I just start yapping. But honestly, this is more like a yapping podcast, so who cares? But yeah, well, I guess since we've just finished the intro, I wanted to talk about my studies now. Like I mentioned, it's been kind of hard this week to start studying. I mean, last week I actually got a lot of hours. I finished 25 hours by the end of Friday, and I was pretty proud of myself. This week went by kind of slow and kind of found it difficult to quickly lock in when I get to work in the morning. And I mean, I still managed to, it just takes a bit longer. And when I do work, I also kind of have to get up and walk around every an hour or so, unless I'm like doing practice problems, of course. But it's kind of like I can't really sit still for so long this week, so that kind of shrinks my study time. I mean, on Monday though, on Monday I did like 6 hours. On Monday I logged in, but like Tuesday only 3 hours and 30 minutes ish. Yesterday 4.5 hours. Today, let me see, how many hours did I do today? I did 5 hours today. Oh my god, good job. So right now we're at 19.2 hours. As long as I do like 3 hours tomorrow, I'll be okay. I'll still finish it by Friday. So yeah, I don't know, like maybe it's because I'm a little tired, or for some unknown reason I'm just not really the usual me this week. I don't know. But well, although it was like kind of hard for me to like start, I still managed to get through a lot of material this week. I did at least 2 tiny little sections per day, and I am at 3.6 out of 3.11. So like part 6 out of 11 parts in part 3 of exam aspect. Okay, that sounds confusing. Okay, I'm gonna word it this way. That was confusing. So there are 3 big parts of this exam. Part 1, part 2, part 3. I am currently at part 3. And part 3 has like 11 sections. 11 parts, 11 sections. And I am at section 6 out of 11. I'm like around halfway through. It's not overly hard, but it's really a lot of material, and it's like with me going over maybe, because inside of those little sections there are still like baby sections. Like section 6 has like 3 baby sections, stuff like that. Like I go through like at least 2 of those baby sections per day, and sometimes I even feel like, oh, the things I learned earlier this week, I can't really like exactly recall it, because there's just so much material covered in part 3, and it's like kind of crazy. I mean, I knew it. People told me part 3 is gonna be heavy, and that, you know, like don't burn yourself out, stuff like that. I feel like I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling the burnout. Like I'm not burning out, but like I can feel like tired of going through this material. Like especially when it's like really hard. It takes a lot of energy to go through like even a 5-minute video, because I mean I take notes, so yeah. But I would say though, I'm still making really good progress. I think I got through 4 baby sections today. I moved on from 3.5 to 3.6, and I'm happy about it. I think I did good. I mean, that's a lot of baby sections, like 4. I mean, my original plan, so if I do like at least 2 per day, you know, I can get it by March 23rd, and then after that day I'll start hardcore sitting for exams. But you know, faster is always better. Like you want to finish the material earlier so you can start like, you know, reviewing, can start practicing, can start just like spamming those practice problems. That's just how you pass exams. I mean, that's how I pass exams. I could not speak for anyone else. But yeah, it feels heavy, it feels hard, but when I actually think about it, when I talk about it, it's like not as bad as I think it is. So at least that's good. It's like, yeah, it's bad, but it's actually not that bad. I feel like I don't have a lot of speaking ability today. Like maybe I'm tired. I'm drinking almond milk. But yeah, I don't know. This week feels like extra heavy. Also because like I don't know, like I don't do like as good in quizzes as I did like the end of last week. And I feel a little anxious about it. Like I'm trying to like start myself on like longer and longer quizzes. Like, you know, I would start with 5 problem quizzes and now I will move on to maybe 8 problem quizzes, 10 problem quizzes. Like I'm trying to like train my endurance. And it like you would think like, you know, more problems like shouldn't really affect your ability of like solving any problems. It's like, but I'm just not like doing so well in those quizzes this week, and I feel a little upset. I mean, yeah, like you always want to see good scores, yes, but when you see like, oh my god, like I have done like in the past I have done difficulty level 4 quizzes and get like all 5 of those problems right, and now I'm doing difficulty level 4 quizzes and get like what 4 out of 8, 4 out of 10 problems right, and I'm like, you really should be doing better, man, right? It's like I would get a little upset when I don't do as well on those quizzes. I mean, which makes sense. I mean, I know where this feeling comes from. It comes from me wanting to be better, me wanting to master these exam materials, because you know it's important, and like you always want to over prepare compared to under prepare. So I know why I would feel frustrated, and I also know that like progress is not like positive. It's not always positive and linear. Like it's gonna go up and down. It's like it's actually the same thing in sports. Like no one is going to like continuously get better at the same rate. Like no one ever like drop time every single time they swim, like every single time they race. Like just literally no one ever do that. So the same kind of applies to a lot of other like learning curves, growing curves. Like it's not always going up, and it doesn't always go up at the same rate. Like just because you got so much improvement in like 2 weeks doesn't mean that every single one of your 2 weeks in the future is gonna, you know, grow rapidly like this. Whereas like it just doesn't, it would not make sense, right? So almond milk, it's not even that good. I just need to drink it, or else it's gonna expire. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I really just gotta talk about my own struggles, because I always have solutions for them, but I don't really like realize it or convince myself until I say it out loud, and then be like, hey, actually learning curve, it's not always positive and linear. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, right. Like I'm literally giving myself therapy right now. I've actually had psychologist said to me that I really just need to be giving myself the same kind of advice I give to people, because he said I give really good advice to people, but I don't tend to give those advice to myself. And yeah, I mean, it is different to hear from someone else compared to you just telling yourself, but you don't always have someone else. So I feel like the ability of like, you know, self motivate, like those, like convince yourself what is actually right, like guiding yourself to the correct route, giving yourself the right kind of advice is pretty important, because you know you don't always have someone else. People are going to get busy, people are not going to be always available, stuff like that. So But yeah. Yeah, the quiz I did today was kind of disastrous. Like, I mean, it was difficulty level 4 and 8 problems, but it took me, I mean, it didn't take me that long. I didn't use up the time or anything, but like, I was getting kicked in the butt. It did not, it was not going well. It was just not going well. But, you know, when you see a problem, you'd be like, man, I don't know how to do that. Well, feel happy about it because you're not in the exam right now. You're just doing practices, and practices only make you better. Like, you see this problem, you don't know what to do, it's okay. Worst case scenario, you pick one of the 5 choices. If you got it right, bingo. But if you got it wrong, like, that's fine. It's practice. Like, no, like, there's no penalty. And, well, not only is there no penalty, you also get to see the solution. You'll learn how to do these problems. You try to understand like what is behind those problems, and like next time you see this problem with these types of problems, you know how to do them, so you won't get them wrong again. And you know, it's a learning learning process. Like, hard problems are frustrating because you look at them and you have no idea like what to do, but that also means you get to learn. Like, what if exam throws like one of those really tough and weird problems? Well, if you've done it during practice, cool, that's great. Happy, like, Merry Christmas to me. Happy New Year's to me, whatever, right? It's like, I should be, like, I feel like if anything, I should be happy that I'm running into those hard problems, so I can, like, you know, be prepared for them and like learn techniques from doing those problems. Like, if I see similar problems, I would be like, oh wait, I've done this before, I know this approach is the most efficient, right? So it really is a good thing that I'm like running into hard problems. And that's actually like what I usually say to myself when I started sitting for my first exam. Well, I guess the first exam that I passed. Yeah, like at the time, I mean, I would get really frustrated about like not being able to get problems right. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm literally like the dumbest person like ever on earth. Like, how can you get this wrong? Like, why do you not know this? But then, like, if you think about it, that's okay, because this is not your exam. This is your practice problem, and there is no one there to scold you or anything. Like, I guess unless you do it yourself, but like, and you also get to learn, and you figure it out, you learn, and like, you know, especially for the type of people who like learn by doing.
I just hope that
would be me.
someone would love me.
It's a very good like chance for you to like grow, so I feel like it really should be a good thing. And honestly, I mean, yes, the feeling of defeat, it's not avoidable. This, I'm not gonna like turn it down. Like, I'm not gonna disagree. Like, I do agree that like when you get a problem wrong, it feels really defeating. But, well, womp womp, I guess. No one's gonna get every single problem right. I feel like we just gotta accept that you're gonna get some problems wrong sometimes. And sometimes you're gonna make a mistake so silly that you wanna hit yourself in the brain. And that's okay. People make those mistakes. Like, I did this problem last week where it says, pick all the answer choices that are wrong. And I picked all the answer choices that were right. Like, how silly is that? Like, I knew what's wrong and what's right. I just read the problem wrong. So I picked the exact opposite of what the problem was asking for, and I got it all wrong. And, well, I guess silly, too bad, I guess. But like, next time I know, well, after I decide which answer choices are right, which ones are wrong, take a look at the problem again to see if they're asking you to pick the right ones or wrong ones, right? So stuff like that. I'm a little nervous about heading into section 3.8 because it's marked as very hard by coaching actuaries. It's generalized linear models, and honestly, I don't know how tough of a battle it's gonna be. But I guess, well, it's okay, you figure it out. And even by then, I need to do like one baby section per day. That's fine. Like, I'm already doing a lot more than what I plan on doing, and like I can totally afford having days of doing one baby section per day. So I feel like I still should be on track to like finish studying on time and like, you know, start hardcore studying for exams. So, and also thinking about section 3.8 right now like isn't gonna make section 3.8 any easier. I feel like I'm not even on section 3.8. I'm on section 3.6. Not even 3.7 yet. Like, you know, thinking about it isn't gonna change anything. It only stresses me out and like brings me those unsettling feelings. And well, and then I ask myself again, do those feelings help me? Not quite. Well, then I will try to not think about it. Oh my god, like I'm actually so good at giving advice. I feel like the past like 10 minutes of me talking about studying, it's basically just me yapping about the hardships, me yapping about what's hard, and then I would pretend like, oh, say my friend is talking to me, they said, oh, this, and that, and then like what would I say if I were the listener? So I feel like this is a pretty good technique, and I think doing the podcast gives me a chance to do it, because if you just like do it when you're standing at the kitchen counter, it doesn't feel the same. I don't know why, but it just does not feel the same if you like just like randomly start doing it. Podcast is like as much as you don't care, you're presenting this content to people. Like, I mean, I bet like 0 people listen to my podcast or whatever. I don't care. It's fine. But like, it's out there. Like, people could have clicked on it. People could have heard it. And like, this is essentially an action of presenting yourself to people. So it just feels more legit and natural, like to do those things, like talk to myself and like give myself advice back, stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty helpful. Well, if that part made you feel boring or something, man, sorry. I'm gonna do that a lot. Get used to it. Oh man. But yeah, that's about exams, my studies. And I feel like this episode's gonna be so much shorter though. Like last episode, I yapped for like a whole hour or something. It's a huge yapper. But I guess now we're moving on to life update. So I feel like, well, first I try to give myself a lot of stuff to look forward to, just so I can. It's like putting a bait in front of an animal, but you don't let the animal get the bait, so like the animal will keep going trying to get the bait. But like, I mean, well, this is also not very accurate because I do get my treats, I do get my rewards. I just continuously like try to have stuff to look forward to. So something that made me really, really happy was that this past Saturday, I had a dinner and movie night, and it was a very, very good time. Very good time. It was a very good time. I was very happy. I thought I had a lot of fun. So I was in charge of cooking for that evening, and I would say that I didn't mess up on cooking. And I also made a cake. That was like literally my second time ever baking. And it actually didn't turn out so bad. I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't know what I did, but I did not mess up. It tastes pretty good. The cake is very good. And like the main course I made was also like pretty good. And my guest really liked it as well. And we enjoyed some good drinks, and we enjoyed a really good movie. So I really just had a really good time. It's like the whole last week, the 5 work days were kind of just like chaotic. I guess I don't know if I would describe it as chaotic, but like it's a lot. But after Saturday, I just feel so like recharged. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm fine again. Like I'm okay now. Like I'm happy. Nothing else matters. Yeah, it was a very amazing Saturday. And on Sunday, I did my taxes, so that's good. Hopefully I can get some money back. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, therapy. I was gonna talk about therapy. So last Friday was my first session with the psychiatrist and the psychologist. Oh, and the therapist, my bad. It was more like a session of like them trying to get to know me. Like, you know, they gotta get to know the patient before, like, you know, before they actually like start any like treatment or whatever. And it was pretty good. I really liked my therapist. He went over the time limit a little bit, just to, you know, finish his questions, like, you know, just trying to get to know me and stuff like that. I really appreciated it. Like, he didn't just like cut it off like when the time is up, because it was only half an hour, and half an hour is a pretty quick time to like try to get to know someone actually. So yeah, I'm glad he spent some more time with me to try to understand what I'm going through and stuff like that. And I am meeting with him again this Friday, so oh my god, that's tomorrow. No way. Meeting with him again tomorrow, so I feel like I will want to write down some stuff I want to talk to him about, and we're gonna talk about coping mechanism when it comes to some, you know, things I struggle with, mainly anxiety. But yeah, we're gonna talk about these, and I know it's gonna be hard to change. Making changes is hard, but you gotta do something. You just gotta do something. Like, you can't just like sit there and think, oh my god, it's so hard. You can't just sit there. You have to do something. You have to like actively try. Now, how much improvement are you gonna get from trying? I don't know, but you have to try. That's how I feel about therapy. It's like it's not a magic spell that just like takes your worries away. It's something you really have to work on, and I want to work on it. I am willing to work on it. I want to become better. So I do look forward to meeting with him and hopefully get something out of those therapy sessions that I sign myself up for. So, and also they started me on a medication as well. I've not taken meds in like probably 2 years, almost 2 years, and it feels a bit unnatural to like start taking meds again. And like I actually forgot to take medication on Sunday and Monday, so that's bad. I'm gonna have to do a better job of Oh my god, my cat is messing with me again. I'm gonna have to do a better job of just remembering like to take my meds. Oh my god. It's actually not good. You gotta take your meds, man. Yeah. But I also kind of look forward to like how much help that's gonna be, because sometimes when I have bad anxiety, it's draining and overwhelming, and I would like it to like not happen as often, and like sometimes like the symptoms like aren't really like within my control. Like I can't really cope with it, I can't really fight it, I just sit there and be affected. So I would also wonder, oh, like how much is the medication gonna help me? So, but yeah, I mean, if it doesn't help, I can just ease off of it. But you know, I'm willing to try. And also, swim. Oh, I want to talk about swim. It's like I was speaking to a friend the other day about how one person should have something, like have a hobby where like a hobby which like when you do the hobby you fully like you embrace yourself, you love yourself. And the friend I was speaking to, he is currently having trouble finding such hobbies, and you know, it's kind of hard when you don't have a hobby like that where you just like are fully yourself, and just it's like your world, and you, it's like only you. And when I was talking to the friend, I said, to me, swimming and studying is like when I feel the most like myself. It's like it's like feeling self-centered in a good way. It's like when you're doing those things, when I'm studying, when I'm swimming, like when I'm locked in studying and swimming, like the whole world is about me. My whole world is about me. It's about, oh, I want to like do better, I want to learn this, I want to swim faster, I want to like, you know, swim a fast time. It's about me, it's not about anyone else, because to be very frank, I have no one to impress. I'm not in club anymore, I'm not in college swimming anymore, I'm just me. I choose to swim because I want to swim, and like it's for purely my happiness. Like I pay for this, like no one's paying for me to swim. I pay for myself to swim. Like, you know, I go to swim practices, and because that makes me feel like me. And like when I'm swimming, I'm like, oof, like this feels good, and I just genuinely feel so enriched. It's like when someone feel like, oh my god, my heart is so full, that's kind of how I feel. It's like I love the feeling of me looking at myself only. I mean, that's gonna sound so like narcissistic, but like it's not like you don't care about anyone else. It's just that the thing you care about the most at that moment is yourself. And I don't think this is a bad thing. Because like when you're swimming, you know, people encourage each other. So it's not like you don't care about anyone else, you care. But outside of like, out of all the things that you care at those moments, you prioritize yourself. And I think that's very important to have those moments. So yeah, I definitely want to keep swimming. Like during work days, I go swim 3 times out of 5 work days, because one of those nights is Monday night burgers, and one of those nights is like, oh, podcast night, right? So, and Saturday, Sunday, there's no practice on Saturdays, so I would go swim Sunday afternoon. So that's like what, four swims per week, and like I feel like I'm slowly getting back in shape. Like, I mean, it's definitely not rapid. Like, it's like day by day, be like, okay, like, feel a little better than last week, or like I feel better than like 2 weeks ago, stuff like that. And just seeing any progress is really like encouraging to me. And honestly, like I said, like this progress is not gonna always like be so visible, and even if it's not visible, it's fine. I literally have no goals. Like I don't have to make championship, I don't have to make cuts, I don't have to like make anyone happy by swimming a certain time. Like I literally have no goals other than being happy. So yeah, I think it's a really enriching thing for me to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Oh man, I love it. I'm so glad I went back to the swimming pool. It's great. Oh yeah, and apartment searching. I signed myself up for a bunch of tours. So I've got a tour after work tomorrow, and which I'm gonna leave a little early from work because I stayed late on Wednesday. I'm gonna leave a little early from work tomorrow, and I'm gonna go on my apartment tour. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, like, the apartment tomorrow is kind of pricey, so I'm just gonna see, like, I'm gonna tour some apartments that are on the pricier side of my budget, and I'm gonna tour some apartments that are on the cheaper side of my budget. Like, I can probably afford it either way, but like I'll see like how much difference is there. Like if the pricey ones are really just like 10 times better than the cheaper ones, then sure, okay, I'll choose some pricier ones, it's fine. But if the cheaper ones, like it works, like it's still like really decent, and definitely like I'm saving money. So yeah, I've got myself a tour tomorrow after work, and I also have two tours on Saturday actually. I've got a tour in the morning, a tour in the afternoon, and I feel like after the tour I'm gonna come back home, take a shower, and take a nap. And I actually have movie night again on Saturday, so that's one thing I look forward to this whole week actually. I don't know, like I love thinking about it because I told my company that they can pick the meal and they can pick the movie, just leave me with a surprise. I mean, I can say that because I am not picky when it comes to food. Like, as long as it's edible, it's not gonna kill me instantly, I'm gonna eat it. And like most likely I'm gonna like it because they're really good at cooking. So yeah, and also they can pick the movie, and I don't really care if like the movie is like mid. Like even if it's a bad movie, I can still get some good laughs out of it. Like if it's a good movie, like then duh, like it's a good movie. But even if the movie's not that good, like we're gonna make comments throughout the movie, and that's gonna be fun as well. So it's gonna be fun no matter what, and this is something I look forward to. And hopefully we can plan these movie nights every Saturday, so I have one more thing to look forward to in my week. Oh yeah, wait, like when I was talking about swimming, I forgot to mention this. I signed up for a swim meet just one day after my Mass 1 exam. So that's fun. So the day after my exam, I'm gonna drive over to the meet facility in the morning, race, and then come back home at night. So that's gonna be a crazy day, but that's okay. I love it. I love adventures. So that is another thing for me to look forward to. And I feel like this could smoothly transition to what I look forward to in the future. Like, I would always say in those podcasts, I really look forward to recording those podcasts. Like, for real. Like, I like yapping and, yapping like this. Although, like, there's no one, like, physically right now listening. Like, I guess if you listen, like, if you're an audience, then, like, that's different. But, like, no one, like, when I'm speaking right now, like, no one's listening. But, like, it still feels like I'm speaking to someone, because this is like recorded and like it's gonna be published. It's gonna be out in the open. So like someone's gonna hear it, maybe at some point. So it just kind of feels like having a conversation somehow. But it's like me against myself and I. But yeah, I always look forward to recording my podcast. I also look forward to Fridays, because that's when my therapy sessions are, and like, I want to see like what I get out of those therapy sessions and how much it actually helps me, and like, whether or not I can actually, progress towards a better direction. Oh, whoops, my bad. But yeah, and I always look forward to Monday night, because the Monday night dinner burgers with my new friends. I really look forward to that, because I don't know, I really just enjoy having those people around, and I feel like right now is kind of the most appropriate time for me to meet those people. So I'm really grateful for that. I look forward to Mondays. And before burger nights, I go grab drinks with friends, right? And I would look forward to talking to the bartender at that bar. He's like one of my favorite bartenders. He's amazing. He's a huge yapper, and he always like makes us laugh. So that's great. And another thing I'd be looking forward to is to see like, my progress in exam studying. I know it's not going to be obvious, and like some week I'm going to be killing it, and some week I'm going to be absolutely bashed. Like, well, happens. It's going to be like that, but I do look forward to like, say like 4 or 5 weeks from now, like, how am I doing? Because I know I'm making good progress. Just gotta be patient and see where it takes you. And well, if I can make the Saturday night movies keep happening, which I want to engage in that, I would be very looking forward to those as well. So. And also, I want to start visiting a jazz bar that I really like. So yeah, there is a bar that like have local jazz bands like just come in and play, and I've been really busy and just not been visiting, and I want to try to start going there again. I want to hear a performance, so be cool. But yeah, life. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I have for today, and now it arrives at the end of podcast song. Almond milk. Okay, so the song I picked for today is called Dry Flower, so Dry Flower by Yuri. Yuri, if you say it in English. It's a pretty sad song. Like, I learned it a couple of years ago, and the first time I kind of did a cover of it, it's actually the morning after finding out the person I had a crush on was actually like seeing someone else. So that's painful. It's very painful. So, I mean, that's actually why I feel like I did so well my cover of Dry Flower. Like, Dry Flower. Like, I had real emotions in there. I had really sad emotions in there. And like, when you have those real, very real emotions, like, if you incorporate it well, it really enhances your performance in like art, like especially singing or acting if you do it, like, right? So this is a really good song. I mean, I'm not like I'm not finding out like my crush liking someone else or whatever right now, but like it is a really good song, and like the lyrics is really well written, and I still really like it. And like whenever I sing it, like I would still have like those emotions from like sophomore year, end of sophomore year, college, and be like, man, it's like it's these emotions that make the song so special. So alrighty, we're gonna sing it. Alright, I'm gonna turn the reverb on. Alrighty. Let me see. Okay, let's go. 足元を貸している暗闇に色彩が浮かぶ赤き愛色が胸の奥ずっとあなたの名前を呼ぶ好きという気持ちまた香る声も顔も不器用なとこも全部大嫌いだよまだ枯れない花を君に添えてさAlrighty, that was Dry Flower. Well, if you also shared your time with me this week, I greatly appreciate it. This is it. I hope you can come back and listen to me yap next week. If not, I hope you have a good life.